Are you ready to transform your pool into a stunning oasis? At Mainland Pool Service, they're a family-owned business committed to keeping your pool looking pristine all year round. They believe that pool care should be proactive, not reactive, which is why their skilled team handles everything from routine cleaning to complex issues with precision. They prioritize clear communication and personalized solutions to exceed your expectations. Join the Mainland Pool Service family today and experience the difference their expertise and dedication can bring to your relaxation retreat. Contact them now at mainlandpoolservice.com.
Stay on top of everything happening in the 901, the Mid-South, and beyond with Grind City Media's e-newsletter, bringing all the news and notes directly to your inbox. Lang's World, always by Lang Whitaker, touches on the biggest stories in the world of sports and pop culture, while Michael Wallace's Grizzlies Insider brings you all the latest coverage and analysis around the Grizzlies and NBA. Don't miss a thing. Stay connected to the conversation and sign up to download the lowdown today at grindcitymedia.com.
The Grizzlies are proud to team up with Prime Global Group, a company on a mission to redefine real estate investment. By leveraging deep experience, strategic insight, and robust resources, Prime Global Group is shaping a smarter, socially responsible future. Whether you're an investor or simply curious, now's the time to explore innovative strategies that align with your values. Join the movement and discover how you can be a part of this exciting evolution. Visit primeglobalgroup.net to learn more and connect with the team today. That's primeglobalgroup.net.
Everybody says about you, they're like, he wins at every level, right? He won in high school, he won in AAU, he won in college. Just explain to me how. Like, what is winning basketball?
I think it's just showing up every day. I don't cheat the game. I show up at work, I have high energy, great coaching. First and foremost, I've always been surrounded by great coaches and players who really want to buy in and win. People talk about my winning, but you can't do that without a team.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Whole city turns up. Where the best belong. Level up. Shit, level up. 901 to the world, let them know we gotta level up. Yeah, level up. Bluff City show out, gotta level up. Level up. Shit, level up. Got soul, got heart, got pride, gotta level up. Yeah, level up. 901 to the world, let them know we gotta level up.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Having my way, I've been on this hill. This is my day. The sun's out, let's have a little fun now. I wanna let it all out. That's what it's all about. Cause I deserve this feeling of having my way. I deserve this healing. This is my day.
Grind City Media presents The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt. Live from the Grind City Media Studios on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What's up, everybody? It is Tuesday, August 4th. It is going to be a good day. Jessica Benson with you from the Grind City Media Studios in Memphis, Tennessee. CJ Hurt behind the glass. Coming up on today's show, breaking NFL news. Bijan Robinson, highest paid running back in the NFL. We will get into some football talk because football is right around the corner. I have a new favorite player in college football. It's quarterback tier season in the NFL. We will get into all of that. Mike Wallace will join us. We'll talk some NBA news and notes. Haven't caught up with him since the LeBron decision to the Sixers. We'll catch up with Mike. We'll get into some WNBA action from last night, some TV Tuesday, what we are watching. Also, Ariana Grande is taking a step back from the spotlight. Everybody has opinions on that. CJ, how are you this morning?
I'm good.
What'd you get into yesterday?
Yesterday, we had a rousing Grizz Beat meeting late into the CJ hours. It was only like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. But that
got into your bedtime.
That may as well be midnight for your boy over here. But yeah, hung out with the Grizz Beat crew as we continue to discuss ways to make the show better for you people. It's on a bit of a break, 2-week break. I think it comes back next week after that. I can't remember, but it's coming back. It's coming back. It's going to be strong. It's going to be exciting. It's never left. So shout out to Jarvis, Jason Smith, Sane, Mike. D. Michael was there as well. Darnell, I was trying to go around the table to see who was all there. So yeah, I ended up doing that and made some dinner. I have the whole chicken, do some lemon pepper on that joint, do a little salt on it, do a little Cajun seasoning as well, give it a little spice. Yeah.
What a day.
Sweet potato.
What a night.
It was good stuff.
I did a couple weird things in the afternoon.
You're a weird person.
I know I am. Well, one, I chose to go on a walk yesterday because I made the mistake of thinking that the nice weather from Sunday was carrying over into Monday, and I sweated my patootie off.
I don't mind sweating. Is that an issue? Right, but like I don't have to worry about the hair thing, so I understand.
Yeah, my hair was like matted to the back of my neck.
I don't have to worry about that. So
warm.
Was the hair down or was it up?
It was up, but I still have hair on the back of my.
Oh.
Like it just.
I don't
and then
know
it's like that the rest of the day, and then like Chris gets home from work and he's like, "You smell," and I was like, "Yeah, I went on an hour and a half walk." No, because we're gonna work out again. We like do our gym thing when he gets home. So I was like, I'm not gonna shower twice. That would be a waste of everybody's time.
Wait. So you get home. He's not home yet?
No.
Okay, so you get home.
I just chilled. I know you're gonna kill me. I can't. This is we did just
you
ignore.
You sat your sweaty ass on the couch?
Well, I waited to dry off. I had a long time before. I had to go let some dogs out, and then I got home, and then I waited, and I changed clothes.
Okay, so
I didn't sit in my sweaty clothes.
You took off your sweaty, dirty clothes.
I took off my sweaty, dirty clothes.
But your sweaty, dirty body was still there, and you put clean clothes on the sweaty, dirty.
Yeah, you want to know what I did after that?
What?
I watched the entirety of the 1997 Fleetwood Mac The Dance full concert on YouTube.
Wait, what's that?
What's Fleetwood Mac, the band?
That's the one with
you can go your own way.
Okay, I didn't know they sang that song. Okay, but that's the one with what's that baby name?
They do everything.
What's her name? What's the one
Stevie
you guys
Nicks.
like? Stevie Nicks.
Yeah,
that's
she's
the one
a
with
witch.
Stevie Nicks
She was mesmerizing. I watched one song that was going viral. There was a clip going viral yesterday on X of them performing everywhere, and people were saying that like Fleetwood Mac had always said that was the most perfect performance that they ever put together. Like everyone was on, the vibe was there. They were back on their reunion stuff. They've had so much drama, and it was like everyone was holding on to this like perfect moment in time where everything was working. And next thing I knew, I was like captivated by Stevie Nicks and Christine McVie, and I watched the entirety of that show. And I remembered that show used to play on VH1 all the time. They would play that 1997 concert on VH1, and I was convinced that Fleetwood Mac was a band of the 90s. Little did I know that the origins of Fleetwood Mac went back into like the early 70s. I mean, Stevie wasn't in it, and what's my dude's name? Lindsey Buckingham wasn't in it at the time. But like Fleetwood Mac had existed for decades and decades, and by 1997, like they were already on the trying to get back together and make this thing work for a little bit longer. Lindsey Buckingham has a guitar solo on that Everywhere song that is just like, again, I was willing to come out of it and say we don't give Fleetwood Mac the respect they deserve.
But don't we?
No, we don't. And we must make sure.
What do you mean? No, we don't.
That the
How much
future
more respect
generations
do
remember
we
Fleetwood
need to
Mac?
give Fleetwood Mac?
I think more than we do.
But
I think Lindsey Buckingham is one of the greatest guitar players of a generation.
Clip it.
I mean, you don't have to clip it.
Clip it.
This is what I get into. This is what we need football back so bad.
No, but I'm curious though, because Fleetwood Mac is not a band that is near and dear to me. But every time I hear Fleetwood Mac, all I hear somebody talk about it. I don't ever hear it. Every time I hear somebody talk about it, all I hear is how incredible Fleetwood Mac is and how wonderful Stevie Nicks is and how fortunate I am to be breathing the same oxygen on the planet with Stevie Nicks, right? So I think we do, it seems like Fleetwood Mac. I'm pretty sure they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Everywhere. Oh, that's so good. The Chain, Landslide.
Oh,
Dreams.
they did Landslide.
Yes.
Okay.
Silver Springs. Stevie Nicks singing Silver Springs at the concert is just like searing her eyes into Lindsey Buckingham because they were in a relationship and then they weren't, and on and off again.
Lindsey Buckingham is
He's the man.
He's a
Sorry.
guy. Okay.
There you go.
All right.
And
So
Stevie and
Fleetwood-
Christine were like very good friends through the end. R.I.P. Christine. I went down that. I watched old Christine McVie interviews.
What happened to
I
Christine?
spent an entire afternoon.
Wait, stop naming people and not telling me who the hell they are. Who
She's
is
the
Christine?
other woman in Fleetwood Mac.
Okay.
On the keys.
Jessica.
She's on the keys.
I have precisely zero knowledge of
knowledge.
Fleetwood Mac.
Okay.
Okay, so Lindsay is
you
a
don't
dude.
have zero knowledge because you know
I
some
know
of those songs.
I'm aware of those songs. I'm aware of Stevie Nicks.
Yes.
Lindsay is the dude.
Lindsay's a dude.
Stevie Nicks is a dudette
Yes. And a witch.
and a witch.
Appeared
Lindsay,
in one episode of American Horror Story.
And-
also had a solo career.
And Christine is another chick.
Yes.
Fleetwood Mac overall is
Fleetwood
is
and Mac are two different people.
Okay, so
Mac
those are
is
actual people.
Christine's original husband.
Okay.
She was married to another member of the band.
Okay.
They divorced.
All right.
He was an
But they stayed
alcoholic.
in the band.
But they stayed in the band.
Okay.
But there were always like moving pieces. This band like moved pieces like a little chessboard constantly. So anyway.
All right. No,
They're
so
great.
anyway, explain this
I'm not
to
an
me.
expert on the subject.
But like you know more than me.
I do know more than you.
So Fleetwood and Mac are
Yes.
actual people.
Yes.
Fleetwood.
I was
Mac-
just gonna say Tommy Fleetwood, but that's the golfer.
I don't need the names
I think
like
it's
that.
Mick.
All right. And so Stevie Nicks is vocals, like lead vocals. All the songs are sung by Stevie?
Not all.
Okay. All right.
Not all.
Okay.
Like Christine does and Christine wrote some of the songs too. Like, I think she
Okay.
wrote everywhere.
Okay.
I hope I'm not saying that wrong. Yeah, it's
fine.
Mick Fleetwood and then John McVie, and you have Fleetwood Mac, and I think Mick Fleetwood and John McVie original members. Stevie and Lindsay came way later. Anyway, they performed in 1967 in London. And by the time you get to 1997,
Are they English?
performing, they're both. They're a
Oh.
mix.
Okay.
They're a duopoly.
Okay.
Anyway.
Sounds like it's
If you want to go
polygamy
watch
as
it,
well.
if you want to be mesmerized by an old concert, let me tell you, go watch the 1997 Fleetwood Mac concert. You can watch the whole thing on YouTube. It's a beautiful thing. Anyway, it was great. Then I listened to my first fantasy football podcast of
Here
the
we
season,
go.
and oh boy, what a time for it, because
I guess I need to
really
make
feel
the
like I'm
rules.
in the mood. Yeah, you do need to make new rules. It's time for your all my leagues are getting reactivated. Listening to fantasy football podcasts, rolling my eyes at Aaron Rodgers. Feels like we are so back. The football season is here. The football season is near. I'm trying to decide how late I would see Malik Neighbors fall before I would take him, despite him coming off injury. That's the kind of conversations we're having. And then this morning, the big news of the morning, Bijan Robinson is now the highest paid running back in the NFL, at least for a few hours. How long will Bijan Robinson be the highest paid running back in the NFL? He signed a 3-year, $75 million contract extension with the Falcons, $51 million guaranteed, $37 million at signing. That's good. That's great. Now the question is how much money Jahmyr Gibbs gets.
I think he gets close. I don't think Gibbs tops.
I think he
Bijan.
gets like $1 million more.
$1 million more. That I could see that happening.
Just
also.
from a standpoint of if both of them were being set by Saquon Barkley's previous contract as the standard setter. So he was getting $20.6 million per year. Bijan Robinson's now getting $22.2 million a year, $22.25 technically. I bet Bijan Robinson gets like $22.3 million a year, because the expectation was whoever signed first would then bump the next guy just a smidgen, just because that's how it works, right? Like now Jahmyr Gibbs can say, well, look what the Falcons gave Bijan Robinson. And now the Lions are in a position where they will most likely have to make him the highest paid running back in the NFL, which is fair and fine. The number of times last season you and I discussed, everyone discussed, coming off of a weekend, man, Bijan Robinson looks like the best player in the NFL. And then the next week, man, Jahmyr Gibbs looks like the best player in the NFL. Now, none of them will make wide receiver money because that's not what we do, but they'll make really, really high running back money.
Yeah, that's awful. That's terrible. I hate the way that we do. I hate the way that contracts are allowed to be done in the NFL,
Yes.
where they pay you by how they perceive that position in value, not how valuable you are as an actual football player. Right? Like Bijan Robinson, both running the ball and receiving. You know, over 800 yards receiving last season. Over 2,000 yards from scrimmage, total yards from scrimmage last year. Like that's a dude. That is somebody who is special. Somebody who should be paid like he's one of the best football players out there. Not like he's one of the best running backs.
Right.
And a position that continues to decrease in value. He allows you to do so many different things. Throw Gibbs in there as well, right? They're both under that Falk tree, which is, Marshall Falk. You throw Christian McCaffrey in there. You throw Saquon Barkley. And then you can throw these guys under that same sort of umbrella where, hey, they can run the football really, really well, but they also have elite hands and elite route running ability out of the backfield. And I think they should be paid like it, man. It's crazy to me that because they don't throw the football and they aren't under center, we're like, oh, no, we don't. That position has way less value. No, man. Imagine what those teams are without Gibbs. The Lions are competing to contend for like an NFC championship. Take Gibbs off of that, and they're fighting for a playoff spot. Yeah. The Falcons are fighting for a playoff spot. You take Bijan out of it, it's like, hey, where are the Falcons going to draft this year? Are they going to be a top 10? Are they going to be a top 5? How high up in the draft can they get? I just don't like the way the NFL is doing this, but good on Bijan for getting the money, the best money he could get as a running back. I look forward to seeing him out there running around on the field. He looks like a genie from Aladdin with the little thing up there, but hey, you got it. You run for over 2,000 yards. You can do your hair however you want to. If you just want the single ponytail right at the top of your head, my G, you got it. Rock it.
That clip that went viral earlier the week where like right as he cuts and it just goes straight up.
like alfalfa.
It's a choice. But you know what? You get to do whatever you want when you're in that case. They're both 24. They're in their primes. I'm with you. It's the constant notion that running backs are, of all the positions, of the shortest shelf life and are the most easily replaceable. But then I look at someone like a Bijan Robinson or a Jahmyr Gibbs, and I'm like, that's not easily replaceable. And the whole offense like opens up because of these two players and how talented they are and how they touch the ball more than the receivers on their teams. They have the most touches of anyone, so they should be paid like that. I was looking at the per year contracts for the highest paid receivers. Jackson Smith and Jigba will make $42 million a year.
As well,
Jamar Chase will make $40 million a year. Drake London, $30. Like Drake London on the same team is making $35 million per year with Bijan Robinson making $22. Like that's where it just gets a little crazy. Breaks your brain a little bit. Justin Jefferson, $35 million. CeeDee Lamb, $34 million. DK Metcalf and Chris Olave, $33, and AJ Brown, $32.
Who dislocated a finger yesterday, if I read correctly?
It's injury watch.
Look at
season.
this. Look at this. Look at his hair. Is he open? Right there, he's open.
His hair said, third here.
Right here, pin it right there. There he is.
I mean, it stalls in the air. He does look like the genie.
He does.
In Aladdin.
Yes. Grant Falcon's 3 wishes. And
a healthy quarterback?
No, it's the Falcons. They'll wish to beat the Panthers, beat the Bucks, beat the Saints.
Beat the Saints.
Right?
I think beat the Saints is at the top.
Yeah. It's like, okay, do you guys want anything else? No, not really.
No, it's okay.
That's fine. If we can beat those guys once, we'll be fine.
I don't know. They had to sign Cooper Rush. I think they could wish for either Tua or Penix to survive.
Would you want to use a wish on them?
No, it feels like a waste.
Yeah.
It feels like a wasted wish.
You got to hold on to that wish, don't you?
It feels a little bit like
Although
a
we
waste.
don't know about Penix, do we?
No. Although I can tell you what tier they put him in the Athletics annual quarterback tier list, where 50 execs and coaches ranked the 35 veteran quarterbacks.
Wait. I had something for this.
For tier season?
Yeah, where's my weenie whistle?
Are you blowing the weenie whistle?
Did you take my whistle?
Yes, I took your weenie whistle. I said you can't blow it anymore.
You jerk.
You lost your privileges after you went too hard on the bit, okay? Actions have consequences.
I went too hard on the weenie whistle?
Yes.
I went too hard blowing the weenie whistle?
It's quarterback tier season.
Let's go with the tier.
Don't you love a tier?
No, but give it to me.
We're no longer living in a Patrick Mahomes solo tier world. He is still in tier 1, but it's not entirely guaranteed. Some brave soul within the Athletics votes gave Patrick Mahomes one tier 2 vote. 49 tier 1 votes, 1 tier 2 vote for Patrick Mahomes.
I can see that. I might have given him tier 2. Hell, I might have given him tier 3. I just cannot believe that this dude is going to be out there as an effective quarterback fresh off of a torn ACL.
Yes.
Like that's the only reason. That's the only reason I think that way. Patrick
31
Mahomes,
years old off of a torn ACL.
Like I'm gonna have to see that. I'm not saying that he can't do it. I don't believe that he will, but if he does it, I'll be pleasantly surprised. So I get that. Who else is tier 1?
Tier 1 is made up of 4 quarterbacks.
Okay.
It is
4?
Patrick Mahomes. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, now that I'm thinking about this, Patrick Mahomes should be clearly tier 1 by himself.
Josh Allen.
Get him out of there.
Matthew Stafford.
Okay, it should be 2 in tier 1. All right.
And Joe Burrow.
Get him out of there also.
No, you still have to, at least for now, say Joe Burrow has been both held back by injury and by his absolutely atrocious defense.
Okay.
That they are trying to fix.
All right. Joe
Tier
Burrow,
2 is big.
He getting Joe Burrow dangerously close to Justin Herbert for me, but go ahead. Although in Burrow's defense, he got to a couple of AFC championship.
Don't talk about Justin Herbert yet.
Herbert, and what does he do when he's healthy, Jacob? What does he do? Because I bet that Herbert is in tier 2 and he should not be. Go
Tier
ahead.
2 is big.
And Herbert is in.
And he is the second quarterback in tier 2. But the
go.
first quarterback in tier 2 is Lamar Jackson. The qualifications for tier 2: carries his team sometimes, handles pure passing situations in doses, has other dimensions that elevate him above tier 3, has a hole or two in his game.
Oh, sounds like Josh Allen should be in tier 2 also.
How many votes did Josh Allen get in tier 2?
Are we sure he shouldn't be tier 2? Doesn't Josh Allen, the biggest hole Josh Allen
He only
has,
got 2 votes in tier 2.
the biggest hole Josh Allen has is he going to take care of the football or not? Right? Especially in big moments, in big games. Isn't that something? Am I making that up?
Even in this write-up, I think what happened in that game against Denver, where Josh Allen, with under 30 seconds left in the half, runs for a meaningless 12-yard game, fumbles, and gives up a field goal in a playoff game to go behind 2 scores against the Broncos. Plays like that keep some from ranking him as a top quarterback. Like
Yes.
the
Yes,
coach who was quoted in this said that was one of the worst plays that I've ever seen, and it cost them the game. But his positives continue to outweigh, or at least afford him the benefit of the doubt. But I'm with you. More of that, and he's going to fall out of that tier 1 real quick. It's Lamar Jackson in tier 2. It is Justin Herbert, with the quote being, he should have had more accolades at this point. Yes, we know.
No, he shouldn't.
Yes,
no, he
we
shouldn't.
know.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
You can give your own vote on the tier. I'm going to give him tier 2. 66% of the people also put him in tier 2.
Don't.
So 13% put him in tier 1.
Stop. You don't have to do this to yourself.
The next,
D-Nell,
seventh
you
on the
also.
list.
D-Nell also. Stop. Please. You don't have to do this. You don't have to ride for this. Don't.
What?
Don't.
But Mike McDaniel, with that offense, is going to sing this year.
You can let
Dak
it hit,
Prescott,
let
number
it,
7.
Let it hit a couple of notes. Let it
Dak
hit a couple of
Prescott,
notes before you start jumping blindly
one of the
on
most
Herbert train.
improved in terms of sheer number. He was the 12th ranked quarterback last year. He's the 7th ranked quarterback this year into tier 2. He was also still in tier 2. Then we get into Drake May, Jared Goff, Jordan Love. This tier 2 is thick.
That tier 2 should stop after
Wait
Dak.
for it. Wait for it.
It should stop after Dak.
Brock Purdy,
Purdy?
Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Trevor Lawrence, and sexy Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts is way down at the bottom of tier 2?
That is your tier 2. That is your tier 2.
No.
Are you ready for tier 3?
You can split that tier. No, I'm ready for tier 5 because that's what that tier is that you're about to mention.
No, there's
you can split tier 2 into 3 different tiers. And I think Jalen Hurts should be right up there with Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen in tier 2.
They did not put anyone in tier 5. So we got to go to tier 3. Tier 3 is Bo Nix. Tier 3 is Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. Yeah.
CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Bryce Young.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Jackson Dart.
Okay.
Cam Ward.
I think you can stop after Jackson Dart
Tyler
and
Shuck.
do a new tier. But okay.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Okay.
And Kirk Cousins.
All right.
Tier 4.
There's another tier.
Did you see that video of Kirk Cousins running?
No.
From last week?
No. Is he okay?
I don't know. Tier 4. Malik Willis, Geno Smith,
Those guys got to be tier 8 or 9.
Deshaun Watson,
Why is he even? He's not going to be the starting quarterback in Cleveland.
Michael Penix,
Okay.
Jacoby Brissett,
Okay.
J.J. McCarthy, and Shedeur Sanders.
He's not the starting quarterback in Minnesota.
And Shedeur Sanders.
Shedeur behind JJ.
Last, 35 of 35.
Shedeur behind
Sanders.
the dude who he's going to beat out for the starting quarterback position in Cleveland.
He had 34 tier 4 votes, 1 tier 3 vote, and 12 tier 5 votes, which did not end up existing.
This man walked in one time for an interview with some gold chains and an entourage, and you people have just decided to hell with him. He's never going to be any good. Meanwhile, he's out there in practice outperforming everybody on that roster at that position.
Sanders was one of 37 quarterbacks to start at least 7 games last season. He ranked last among them in EPA per pass play, right behind McCarthy and Ward. The quote is from the exec, he is inaccurate at all 3 levels. I can't tell if he is going to get better, but there's a huge gap between him and competent QB play. One defensive coordinator said, I'd sleep like a baby if I got to play him every week.
Yeah, you sleep like a baby because you're playing the Browns, and they no longer have Myles Garrett. I watched the Browns. We watched the Browns play. It's a completely different thing with Shedeur in there versus Flacco versus Dylan Gabriel, right? Like, so, okay, all right. I don't want to.
I thought he was better than expected.
I did too.
And again, let's put the caveat of it being the Browns.
I thought he was the best rookie quarterback last season.
Well, you know I had an affinity to Bo Nix.
Bo was a rookie last year? Wasn't that Bo's
Wasn't
second
he?
year? Was that Bo's second year? Yeah.
Oh, it was
Yeah, it
his
was the second year.
Cam was a rookie last year.
Cam was a rookie
And
last
I would say
year.
I would have put Cam above Shedeur.
I wouldn't have. I got questions about Cam. Under the eyeball test, Jacob, when you watch the eyeballs, you see it.
And I would have put Jackson Dart ahead of Shedeur.
No,
I would put Jackson Dart ahead of Cam.
until Jackson Dart learns to go out of bounds.
Well,
Like I can't.
he's not here for a long time. He's here for a short, fun time. Also, Tyler Shuck was.
Tyler Shuck, maybe. Tyler Shuck, maybe.
My fantasy football podcast has me real excited about Tyler Shuck this year.
Tis the season.
Tis the season. You asked who it was going to be?
I
think it might be Tyler Shuck.
Will Shuck make you forget about Herbert, please? Like, what do we have to do to get you officially off of Justin Herbert?
I fear that he's like a magnet to me, and no matter how hard I try, I say, "Oh, this is gonna be." I just don't want the year to come, and it's the year, and suddenly I have abandoned this man that I have stood by for eons at this point.
No, get out of here. Stop it.
It's okay.
It's like, and I know how this game goes. It'll be week 5. Herbert will look bad, and you're like, okay, I'm done. You'll come in here in a huff on a Monday. You'll slam bag down. You slam your cup down. You'll blow the hair out of your face. You'll be like, CJ, you're right. I'm done. I'll never ride for Justin Herbert again. And then one Thursday night, he'll do something special. You'll be like, hey, you know
Correct.
what? I'm back.
Correct.
He's like herpes. He just won't go away.
I will make a billion excuses.
There's always
for Justin
Herbert flare-ups. That's
There
what
is
I'm saying. It's
never-
Herbert flare-ups.
There is never a shortage of excuses for me to explain why Justin Herbert does not have the accolades that he should. He has a really bad defense. He has really bad special teams. He had a really bad offensive line. Everyone was hurt on the offensive line. Does he even have weapons? Oh, what underwhelming options available to him. My king. And I understand if you're exhausted by that. But come on, just go one more year. Just one more try. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, I'll tell you my favorite player in college football this season. Because not only am I raring to go for the NFL, I'm all in on college football. And we also get a rivalry renewed. It's disappeared for a short time. It will be back. Plus some WNBA action from last night. And Mike Wallace will join us to talk the NBA. All still ahead after a quick break.
In it, the NBA Cup Championship game next season is going to be played at historic Hinkle Fieldhouse on campus at Butler University. You tell me, some people are calling it a disaster. I would argue it's not only not a disaster, it's an improvement. The idea of let's take this cool new thing and put it in Las Vegas made sense on a very surface level.
Yeah.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
The Grizzlies are on their way to a new era, and now's the perfect time to buy in and secure your seat to witness history. With the 2026-27 half-season tickets, you can see the future take shape in real time. With a talented draft class joining our young core and starting this season, half-season ticket holders can own the moments with all new MVP benefit, including inside access to exclusive events, perks that match your passion, and rewards that take your fan experience to the next level. More information, visit grizzlies.com/tickets or just call 901-888-HOOP or grizzlies.com/tickets.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball. But the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board. A class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GBWR.
What do you bring to the table? Like, you want people to describe Kareem Lopez, the basketball player. What do you want to hear?
I feel like I'm just a winning player, you know, someone that's going to contribute in winning, a competitor, you know, a high IQ player, you know, someone that's going to play the right way. And yeah, like I said, like the first thing I said, just contribute to winning.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Each challenge is unique, so each game plan is customized to identify opportunity and the path to victory. It's true in basketball, it's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle with personalized planning and advice. Play hard, bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by May 30th, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Welcome back. Just some rookie QB stats from last season. Cam Ward, 17 games played, 59% completion percentage, 15 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Jackson Dart, 63% completion percentage, 2,272 yards, 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 9 rushing touchdowns. Played in 14 games. Tyler Shuck, 67% completion pass, 2,384 yards, 10 touchdowns to 6 interceptions, 3 rushing touchdowns. And Shadur Sanders, 1,400 passing yards, 7 touchdowns to 10 interceptions, and 1 rushing touchdown.
Yeah, if they had treated him like Dart and like Cam Ward, which is what they should have done, those numbers would have been a bit better.
Fair argument.
So, whatever. I tell you what, you think that's wild. You think the Shador best rookie last year. I'd take Shador on my team over Justin Herbert. I said it. Pick Shador up and drop him off on the Chargers. They're a much better team. A much better team. What you say, Jacob? No, you don't. No, you don't. You got a champion is what you have. Yes, you do. Of football, Jacob. Of football.
Of what?
I'm glad that Jacob's no longer up here.
I want Jacob on a microphone.
I don't.
So badly.
I don't.
For times like this.
Times like what?
And
I'm talking to the box with Jessica.
Hi, Jacob.
What's up?
Miss you up here. I know. Then he stops.
He
He gets
Jacob
shy.
is so loud in our ear.
He gets
Jacob
so
calls me
shy.
all types of bad names in my ear. But watch this, Jacob.
Shadur Sanders is not better than Justin Herbert.
Yes, he is. You stop
thank God.
You stop
That's
it.
not even a serious sentence. You're just throwing things out. It's what you live for. Just like I told Chris what we were going to talk about today. I said I'm going to tell him my favorite college football player of the season, and Chris was like, "Who is it?" And I was like, "Who do you think it is?" And he goes, "Oh God, it's got to be that USC guy named Boobie." And I said, "You bet your ass, it's Boobie Fester." And he said, offering a name like Boobie Fester to CJ is just absolute catnip. It's like offering something up on a silver platter. Where does he want to go with it? I don't know. I'm not going to let him get started. But I am in full college football mode because Boobie Fester is everything I ever wanted in a USC wide receiver. We got a couple 4-star guys, but I'll be rooting for Boobie.
When you say Boobie is everything you wanted, describe Boobie for me.
Boobie Fester.
Tell me what Boobie is that you want to receive.
You want the legend, the lore?
He's a 4-star Boobie, yes.
You want the legend, the lore of Boobie Fester? Once upon a time, according to TexasFootball.com, he was playing 5-under flag football. He only played defense until one day his dad pulled a great quote from Friday Night Lights and yelled, "If you want to win, put Boobie in." And from that point forward, his name was Boobie. The kid was 4. Destined for legend.
4-year-old Boobie.
Destined for greatness. Boobie Fester. He had me watching Texas high school football highlights here on early August. I remember when we signed him. And now
you're trying to stop me, but
I'm back. I can filibuster with the best of them. USC, Notre Dame. Speaking of USC, rivalry's coming back. Bullying works. Bullying works.
I hate this.
Why?
Force Notre Dame in a conference Big Ten. Say,
That's fine, but in the
we're not gonna
meantime,
play you guys.
Keep rivalries alive. College football does not need rivalries to survive. Historic rivalries, it needs rivalries, of course. I think the Big Ten SEC rivalry that is formulating will.
Is that a rivalry?
Yes, I think it's going to be.
I don't think it is.
I think this is the new way of which rivalries are built. And you're getting those conferences between, Kirk Cignetti's remarks at Big Ten Media Day and various things said at SEC Media Day. And I think it's very purposeful because this is all a TV show. And if eventually those leagues do break off, even though they might not, and the whole Save College Sports Act feels like it's on the precipice, I'll believe. We'll talk about it when it happens because the constant updates and switcheroos and who's supporting what version of which legislation has just been exhausting the last 2 weeks. But if it were ever to be the SEC and the Big Ten exclusively, then you kind of have to have a little bit of a back and forth between those two. And you already do. The Big Ten winning the last 3 national championships has certainly helped.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't play.
It doesn't matter to you. It plays to other people.
No, it doesn't matter to anybody. Play on the field. That's how rivalries.
Yes,
that's how you get rivalries. Until the Big Ten and the SEC start playing one another in regular season matchups in the bunches, it's not going to matter. Sure, you got Michigan taking on Oklahoma this year, and I do believe Ohio State and Texas is this year too. But come on, man, play on the field. That's how rivalries are made. It's not about talking, it's about playing. That's where the rivalries come from. You can make new rivalries with new people as long as you're playing them. So it's not going to work.
Which is also why the Big Ten winning on the field national championship.
They're not beating the SEC on the field.
I know, but they're beating they're beating the aura of the SEC.
Yeah,
they're beating the perception.
Aura doesn't mean shit to you guys
SEC.
either. The perception doesn't matter. Play on the field.
Okay, tell that it just means more. That perception has carried that league for years and years and years and will continue to.
It will always carry them. But rivalries aren't made off of that.
But I love that we can continue to bring back rivalries of yore, which it's not that old at this point because it just happened. And then we're just taking a little bit of a break. But it looked like it was going to dissolve. And now it's going to be one of the first weeks of the season instead of where it used to situate itself late in November.
So it'll be Boobie taking on Notre Dame?
We'll see what Boobie has in store.
Is he the most exciting Boobie on campus right now
Catholics
at USC?
Versus Boobies. Come on. Make the T-shirt. Make the T-shirt.
That Boobie's loose.
It's only 17 years old.
That Boobie can't. It's a 17-year-old Boobie? Oh, I feel bad talking about it now.
Be respectful.
I'm sorry.
Second favorite player after Boobie.
Who can't be
Did you see that fullback from West Virginia?
I didn't until you sent it.
This is Caden Luke, fullback from West Virginia. You talk about hair that is a work of art. That right there is a fullback's haircut if I ever did see one. Look how perfect that little tuft of hair is on his head.
The little mohawk?
Yeah. It's a perfectly crafted teeny hawk.
He looks.
It lines up perfectly with his facial hair.
With the goatee?
That's looks like a fullback.
Player. That's a creative player. Also, we're still making fullbacks. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
He looks like either a fullback or a long snapper, but I'm glad West Virginia is out here using a fullback still.
As long as the
stuff.
Caden Lukes of the world exist, fullbacks can exist.
There will always be fullbacks.
There will always be fullbacks. There will always be. Before we get to Mike, did you watch any of the WNBA action from last night?
No.
Well, I told you I needed to see Dream Aces to determine if I would call the Dream a playoff threat amongst those other best teams. The answer is no. The answer is no. My God, they look like a first-round exit. And not just because you lose one game. Yeah, they look like the team. Now they have Angel, and it was Barbie night, which was appropriate because the only player who showed up for the Dream was Angel Reese. That's not. Ryan Howard had a nice game as well. Put a couple together and see if she can get into a groove this time of year. Angel Reese had 23, 16, and 2, and was a -3 in a 20-point blowout. But, like, she has that competitive fire. The rest of the team, when they hit adversity, when they hit a skid, it's like, oh, all right, well, I guess we'll do the next game. Like, even their coach after the game, Carl Smesko, said, this is one of those days where I don't care who the Aces were playing. They were going to win. And I get that. The Aces played great. They're coming off of the devastating loss to the Chicago Sky over the weekend. Embarrassing loss to a team like the Sky for a team, with the aspirations that the Aces have. And you had Jackie with a triple-double last night. Asia had a nice game. They played a really good game. But I think the Dream were up after the first quarter, and then the Aces put their foot. Jackie started going, and they had to adjust, and they could not adjust. And their defense just completely fell apart. So I will not be putting the Dream in that category.
Also, right now, who is in that category?
I don't know why I said category.
I don't either.
Like that.
But since you said it, who's up there?
Well, obviously the Lynx.
Mm-hmm.
The Fever. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
You got
the
it.
Aces, the Valkyries, and the Wings.
Okay.
Those are the 5.
All right.
With the Lynx in a tier of their own.
Mine is 3, and it's Lynx, Valkyrie, and Aces.
That's fair.
Do you see my man's half-court shot?
No.
Look at this. At one of the W games, look at this. He heaves it and face plants.
Oh, no.
Look how bad this is. Go up there, throw it in. Does it bounce past the free throw line? It barely gets into the restricted area.
Oh, look at his smile on his face, though. He just smiled.
He knew that was a bad shot.
Smiling not to cry.
He knew that was a bad look.
What do you...
Do it again. Show it again, Jacob.
How does he end up down?
Let's see.
Does he trip?
This is Mystic.
Oh, God. The momentum. The momentum just carried him forward.
Had a smile on his face, a little chuckle in his heart.
Guy.
That's tough.
Better shot. Did you see Kelsey Plum's Mercury debut?
No. I read
Traded
that it was good.
Sunday, ready to roll Monday.
Come on,
Comes
Cardoso.
off the bench, went off for 20, and then here with the Mercury down 1 in the final minute, Kelsey Plum, boom, dagger. That was her first game in like 5 weeks.
Yeah.
She hadn't played since June 21st.
Was she really injured?
One would question. At the halftime interview she did, she was a little winded, and she said, I promise I'm in shape. She was like, I'm well conditioned or something along those lines because she was huffing and puffing a bit. Listen, like it's no secret. Kelsey Plum knows how to score, and she gives the Mercury someone who clearly can create more space and can create for herself and can create for others. And the Mercury lost someone like that when they lost Satu Sabali in this offseason, and now Alyssa Thomas and Kalia Copper can have someone who takes some of the burden off of them. I could squint and say, yeah, that old woman team is going to do okay. If all 3 of those stick around. Can we say old woman? Because like you would say like an old man team. Like when we were flirting with LeBron going to the Warriors, we're like, oh, that'll be the old man team. It feels a little more charged if we say the old woman team. I don't feel good about it. Feels like a not a girl's girl statement. God, I had one day and one day only.
Come on, man. Don't call women old. What do you want to call them?
Vintage.
The hag team? Like, come on, man.
Stop.
You stop. You're the one doing this.
No.
That's a big boobie on
Can
the
you
field.
call it a dagger when it's a 2-point game?
No, you called it.
I know.
You called it a dagger.
I called it a dagger.
They were down.
I know, they were down 1.
It was 52 seconds left, so it's not the dagger.
We'll call it the ice.
Okay.
You can't call it a game winner.
Unless it won the game. It wasn't the last bucket to win the game.
Bucket.
Yeah,
it's not the game winner.
big shot is what that would be.
A big shot.
Yeah, there we go.
I'd say put the game on ice. froze everyone. Whatever, semantics. All right, Mike Wallace is going to join us in the next segment. We will talk to him about everything. The world, LeBron James, whatever he wants to talk about. That's Mike after a quick break.
Boobie!
Boobie.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
The Grizzlies are on their way to a new era, and now's the perfect time to buy in and secure your seat to witness history. With the 2026-27 half-season tickets, you can see the future take shape in real time. With a talented draft class joining our young core and starting this season, half-season ticket holders can own the moments with all new MVP benefits, including inside access to exclusive events, perks that match your passion, and rewards that take your fan experience to the next level. More information, visit grizzlies.com/tickets or just call 901-888-HOOP or grizzlies.com/tickets.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Everybody says about you, they're like, he wins at every level, right? He won in high school, he won in AAU, he won in college. Just explain to me how. Like, what is winning basketball?
I mean, I think it's just showing up every day. You know, I don't cheat the game. I show up at work, I have high energy, great coaching. First and foremost, I've always been surrounded by great coaches and players who really want to buy in and win. People talk about my winning, but you can't do that without a team.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Whole city turns up. Where the best belong. Level up. Shit, level up. 901 to the world. Let them know we gotta level up. Yeah, level up. Bluff City show out. Gotta level up. Level up. Shit, level up. Got soul, got heart, got pride. Gotta level up. Yeah, level up. 901 to the world. Let them know we gotta level up.
New Amsterdam Vodka is an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies. It's the only exceptionally smooth vodka that is 5 times distilled, 3 times filtered, and rated 93 points. New Amsterdam believes wins big and small become legendary when you celebrate them with your crew. So here's to the blue, white, and gold, the Memphis grit and grind, and reliving winning moments big and small with Tennessee's favorite basketball team. New Amsterdam Vodka. Find your wins.
Bennett, the NBA Cup Championship game next season is going to be played at historic Hinkle Fieldhouse on campus at Butler University. You tell me, some people are calling it a disaster. I would argue it's not only not a disaster, it's an improvement. The idea of let's take this cool new thing and put it in Las Vegas made sense on a very surface level.
Yeah.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Welcome back. It is Tuesday. That means it's time to catch up with Grind City Media senior editor Mike Wallace. He joins us every Tuesday. He joins us now. Mike, how are you?
I'm good, guys. Good to be back on with you guys. Sorry to be back on the go again, but you know how it is, Jess. This time of year is in town, out of town, all around type situation.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're going to make it happen.
I definitely don't operate that way. I've never been out of town a day in my life. I'm committed to all things Memphis all the time. I spend every weekend in Memphis. I never leave this city.
We all live vicariously through you. I can tell you that much.
Where are you this fun morning?
Well, I'm in Collierville right now, so I have an appointment. I'm just coming out of an appointment, and then I got to head out of town it's crazy because I actually am having one of your weeks. Like I literally have a funeral and a wedding on back-to-back days.
Okay.
Yeah.
One, I'm sorry for your loss.
Right.
Two, you're the fourth person I've talked to in the last 48 hours who has been to a funeral this week.
Yeah, man. It's I hate to say it's that, man, but it's been a lot going on. A lot of people that I've known have lost people, lost relatives. And unfortunately that hit me and my family too. So it's going to be an emotional week, but it's good that I was just praying that they didn't end up on the same day, because I would have had to make a tough decision.
How far away
from
are
that
the
situation.
two? How are we making the?
I got to go Memphis to DC, which is hometown for me, DC to Atlanta. So I'm actually flying from the memorial funeral to the wedding, the morning of the wedding. So it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tough, but we're gonna tough it out, man. We're gonna hope that the airlines do what they need to do and get us where we need to go.
Hope that they get you your stuff as well, Mike.
Yes.
CJ, don't bring that back.
But you
up.
could just wear one
knock on
suit.
wood.
I'm just saying.
That is true.
You could wear one suit and you could carry it on, and then you have the suit for the funeral and the suit for the wedding. Not to be an outfit repeater, but
though, no. Unfortunately, that would make sense in most family situations, but in this culture that I am in with my family, of course, whether it's a funeral or a wedding, there are themes and colors to it. So we have to wear shades of blue to the funeral.
Okay.
And then rose gold to the wedding. So it couldn't be the same suit. It's gotta, I gotta mix it up a little bit. I may change in the Delta Lounge or the airport or something, but I'll have to get changed one way or another.
Shout out my cousin Calvin, when he passed, RIP, he was a Steelers fan, and so they said no suits, only wear Steelers jerseys. It's like, well, wait a second now. I got to go out here and buy a Steelers jersey? I got a whole suit.
Yeah.
Let me wear the suit.
we did for my grandpa. It was wear whatever you want. But if you have Buffalo Bills gear, you're welcome to wear your Buffalo Bills gear. So I think that's more common for funerals now across the board.
Yeah.
Like I went to one where it was like wear pink at some point. Or like I guess the difference between like a traditional funeral and a memorial service and everything that goes into there. This wedding though, Mike, rose gold. How does one male dress rose gold?
Well, fortunately, the males have an alternate option if they want.
Okay.
Right? So burgundy is what I'm going with.
Ooh, I like.
From that standpoint. But there is a rose. I mean, you could wear a solid color suit, which I'm wearing, and then a rose gold tie and handkerchief, or bow tie and handkerchief,
accessorized,
or pendant, or something like that. So you know what? Fortunately, man, a lot of these men's clothing stores and things of that nature, rose gold is pretty, is pretty popular right now. Rose is pretty popular right now among guys. It's like the new age version of what salmon was before. Everybody started getting that salmon color. That gold, that rose blend is kind of popular right now. So I didn't have any problems finding things for that.
Do you have any rose gold, CJ?
No, now I need some. Now I want some, because I just Googled like, hey, what would a rose gold suit look like? And whenever I look at suits, I type in dark skinned man just so I can see the colors on it. And Mike, listen, we about the same complexion. I don't know if you put the rose gold, but that rose gold gonna pop, G. Like it's a good looking suit on the skin tone. I might need to get me one of them.
I like that.
Yes, no doubt, man.
But nice little hat.
Compliments.
Yeah.
It compliments. It compliments, man. Yeah. So hey, come on, y'all can get on board. Come on and join me at either the wedding or the funeral.
Mike, I don't got money like that. I just went to Little Rock, Mike. I'm
specifically trying to save money for the next few weeks because we've been burning the candle a little bit at both ends. I did want to ask you, Mike, we have not caught up with you since LeBron James became a Philadelphia 76er. And two things on this. One, Kevin Durant has weighed in on this Sixers team, and it's made a little bit of noise, where Kevin Durant said that this Sixers team on paper is better than the 2017 Warriors team that he joined. And he said it ain't close. He said Joel MVP recently, Jaylen Brown recent Finals MVP, Maxey All-Star, and we all know what LeBron does. And then Klay Thompson, never an MVP candidate. Draymond, 14 points per game, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Steph an MVP, just like Joel was. I just don't get how the Warriors is better on paper. To which Klay Thompson posted, why are you using my full government? Because of all the Warriors, he said Draymond, he said Steph, but he said Klay Thompson, first and last name, And Clay would like to know why he is being called out first and last for not making that team as good as this iteration of the Sixers. Do you agree with KD's assessment of the on-paper situation? Okay.
I don't, but I get it. And first, I'm gonna go to the Klay Thompson thing. He really does have a problem with using his full name, because when Steph's son did it in that video clip, when he said Klay Thompson and they ran up to him, he said, "Why are you using my whole government name?" So I guess he has a problem with this whole full government name. He's done that a couple different times. But I understand why Kevin Durant did it. Obviously, you give somebody else credit for being the better team, and it makes it look like what you guys had to do was much tougher, right? So it's almost like a backhanded way of complimenting what the Sixers are doing, but it's also saying, hey, what we did wasn't just a cakewalk. It was hard. We weren't as great as this team is that's gotten put together now. When the fact of the matter is, yes, it is, because the one thing that the Warriors had was continuity and a championship already in tow. All Kevin Durant had to do was just go there, do his part. And he did a phenomenal thing. He was back-to-back MVPs the 2 years that he won there. But the bottom line was that team was a ready-made champion when he got to Golden State. They knew who they were. They knew their roles. They knew the pecking order. And then they made room for him collectively. So that's where you have to add in what makes a team good, not just what on paper. Because on paper, yes, we've seen this kind of thing before. We saw on paper, and it was an older version of it, but we saw on paper that 2004 Lakers team that added Gary Payton and Karl Malone to Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal and Rick Fox and all of that. They got to the finals, but they just couldn't beat Detroit. They ran out of gas, and they limped along that entire season. So I think the truth of the matter is, I would peg the Sixers at number 2 in the East right now, out of respect for the Knicks. And I think the Knicks don't have as much to prove as the Sixers will. So, it's the Sixers are going to get to the conference finals one way or another. If they don't, it's an absolute disaster. I think they're good enough to get there and even maybe even coast their way there. But can they get over the hump and win an NBA championship? That's going to remain to be seen. But I get what Kevin Durant was saying. I understood why he said it, but he's trying to play psychological chess, and I'm not going to fall for it. I'm not going to fall for it from that standpoint.
He's also forever a little salty. So that's just the way it is.
For a decision he made. For the decision he made when everybody told him going into the decision, you're going to catch backlash. For everybody who told him during the decision he made and during the season, you're not going to get the credit that you deserve. And for everything that's happened since then. And it's funny because he's still chasing that level of success since he left the Warriors, and he just can't find it anywhere he goes. And it's gone from Brooklyn to, all across the map when it comes to him chasing that.
Also, in relation to LeBron joining the Sixers, Jaylen Brown was streaming yesterday. He's become a usual streamer, which is fine. You do you. We have so many voices coming all the time, and anytime Jaylen Brown streams now, it's like, oh, this makes headlines from Jaylen Brown's stream. This one interested me though. He said, if they win a championship, he told LeBron James that they have to skydive. If they win a title, they have to go skydiving. Would you skydive after winning a title, Mike?
Clearly, Jaylen Brown has not seen the episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air where Trevor skydove.
I don't think I've seen that.
And what happened? What happened?
Oh, he hit the ground.
What happened with Trevor?
Hillary.
Oh, Trevor didn't make it.
Will you marry Kerplunk?
Yeah.
Right there.
And that was it.
The end.
That was it.
Hillary got him. Trevor, will I what? Will I what? It's like somebody's got to tell Hillary.
Well, Jaylen Brown went skydiving, I think, in Egypt. Because that's the thing. You also have to pick where you're going to skydive. If you're going to skydive, you want to make it a cool spot. But if I was LeBron James, I would rethink my decision. If I knew I had to go skydiving if I won a title, I would not want to go win a title in that place. I'm just saying. Skydiving's the one thing I have no interest in doing.
You know what, though? I mean, it's almost like, you want to challenge yourself. Like, I've never been skydiving, but I have kind of jumped off of a mini cliff into the Caribbean Ocean.
A mini
cliff.
Like,
I mean, that's always been something I've always wanted to do. Man, I did the intermediate one. I need to go back and do the real big one. Rick's Cafe in Jamaica has a phenomenal cliff diving. You can dive into the Caribbean. I said I was going to do it, and I didn't make it back to do the big one, and I do want to do that. So that's about as adventurous as I would get. I don't think I would skydive at least until Kelly graduates from high school, right? I got to have all my affairs in order just in case I go Hillary, or what's his name, Trevor. In case I go Trevor.
I mean,
I got to make sure my kids got at least to the college level, and she's the last of the group. So give me 3 years, and I might have to reconsider that.
Peggy Hill skydove also, or she went parachuting, which turned into skydiving. The parachute didn't quite work, and she hit the ground. But Peggy's fine. Trevor's not. Peggy's fine. How long was it as you're falling into the ocean, Mike? And what is going through your mind on the way down? Are your eyes open? Are they closed? What are you thinking?
No. They're open. They're open. And like I said, there's an intermediate one, but then there's the big one, and that's the one that the tourists go through. So if you look up Rick's Cafe, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Those who have been to Jamaica and have been to the Negril side of Jamaica, they know exactly. It's a big sports bar and it's a cliff dive, and they do a whole ceremony and everything, and people just line up and go off the cliff, man. What I would say is, by the way that I saw it at the top, I know it's a footage and I can't remember the footage, but it's at least 7 seconds where you're falling, like legit 7 seconds that you're falling from the cliff all the way to the water. It's like a 7-second splash. And so just imagine at the peak of probably one of the biggest roller coasters you've been on, and then you're going straight down to the bottom. That's how it is. But you have to go feet first though, because if you try to go head first and dive, you're gonna die. You know what I'm saying?
I watched some
you gotta
girl.
Go feet first.
She's like the Red Bull girl. I don't know how else to describe her. I think she used to be an Olympian diver for Canada, but she just does all these crazy stunts, and now she's just an ultimate adrenaline dive junkie. And she dove out of a helicopter into a ring that was like a netted ring in the middle of the ocean, and it was surrounded by sharks. And the video was like, if I miss this ring, I'm going to get eaten by sharks. And I was like, you don't have to do this. I'm fairly certain Red Bull is not making you do this right now. Yes, correct. How did you get here? But she does all these crazy dives. But so then I was on her page, and she dives off of like highest bridges, highest cliffs, whatever you can find. And she does do the head because she's a trained diver. So she enters the water in a dive a lot of the times. But there was one bridge that she went off of, and she had to go straight down because they told her that she couldn't do a traditional dive. And now she tapes her mouth shut so that she stops inhaling so much water, because she's going in all these bodies of water where they're not quite sure what the damage could be because of the velocity at which she's hitting the water and if it goes back into her mouth and her nose. So now she tapes her mouth shut. So they're like, are you going to enjoy this dive? And she's like, mm-hmm. I'm like, again, you don't have to do this. Any other career is out there for you.
Correction on the Trevor thing. Trevor passed RIP bungee jumping, not skydiving. So Peggy had the parachute situation. Trevor had the bungee jumping. What is the difference in the three? I got the difference in parachute and bungee jump. What do you do when you
skydiving? You were jumping out of a plane.
And then land where? It's a parachute? So it's a parachute. Okay, no. Then
it's a parachute,
I got you.
Bungee jump, you're attached to a cord. You're jumping off something. If I
wouldn't do the bungee jump, though.
No, bungee jump's my biggest fear.
Yeah.
Because I've seen videos. I watched them push some girl off a cliff in some place where she thought that she was attached to the bungee jump cord, and she wasn't attached to the cord. She was on like spring break or something, and she jumped, and bye-bye.
We
watch too many people die.
No, you watch too many people die.
Too many people die. It popped up on TikTok. I said, "What is this, Twitter?" I didn't go log on to this website to see someone die today.
Watch that. I can't.
Anyway, just reinforced my decision to never bungee jump. I would probably
do
the
much safer
plane.
with water. I feel much safer with
Mike.
water being there to catch me. I can't bungee jump and it's like land there, because if it goes wrong, at least if I'm diving off a cliff, I'm landing in water. There's a little bit more of a softer landing depending on, how far you up. But bungee, man, it can't end well.
You land wrong.
Oh, it is. It can. If you yes, which is why you got to go feet first in that situation. So
Chris jumped off a bridge on our honeymoon. I said, oh well, if he's gone, he's gone.
What?
You never jumped off a bridge?
No. What bridge?
Exactly. Me neither. I stayed in the boat.
I think I was at
He
Percy
jumped
Priest.
out the boat. He swam to this bridge. It's some like arced famous bridge in Lake Como. He was watching someone else do it. He said, I want to do that. I said, you've had 8 glasses of limoncello. This is a terrible idea. He swam.
Wow.
He got up there and he jumped in and he was like, that was awesome. And I was like, I still have a husband.
Say, eight glasses of limoncello and 24 hours into his marriage. He was ready to risk it all, huh?
Risk it all for the jump. He's way more adventuresome than I am. He would go skydiving.
Oh, man.
He would go bungee jumping.
Yeah,
He would do all those things.
yeah.
I'm like,
But you've done parachuting, right? Isn't that how you crashed in
yes,
Normandy?
I didn't crash. My father crashed.
My fault.
I made it safely back to the ledge, and then I had to watch my dad go into the beaches of Normandy doing a real immersive storming of Normandy, okay? As he went down, and I said, "Are they okay?" My little French guide said, I said, "Sweet. Awesome. This is great to know." Yeah, no, that's the craziest thing I've ever done, and I have no desire to do it again. I was paragliding. Paragliding.
You checked it off your list.
Yeah, it was never on my list.
Parasailing, yeah.
It was never on my list. And then my dad read about it in a Hemispheres magazine on a United airplane, and he wrote down the number, and he texted that number, and they texted us, and they said, "Come on by," and we jumped off a cliff.
That's good living. That's good living, right? And we're here to talk about it.
It is. It's the perfect way to do it, though, because it doesn't allow you to think about it, right? Like sometimes if you overthink, then you even get more nervous, and either you don't do it, or you're just a bag of nerves and you can't even enjoy a single second of it. If you just like get and I'm not saying you should do this because you should weigh these decisions more seriously, but sometimes if you get like the hair, you should just go for it, because otherwise you're never going to do it. That's what I think.
Absolutely. I totally agree. Absolutely.
So we're bungee jumping off of FedEx Forum this year?
No, when the Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl,
You're gonna jump through a table?
I'm jumping through a table.
With sharks all around.
With sharks all around.
Okay. All right.
With alligators.
Fair enough.
Sharks
We'll
and
get the
alligators.
gators from the Bass Pro Pyramid, and we'll go from there. Mike, safe travels this week. We're thinking about you and your
Thank you,
family.
guys.
And rock that
All
rose
right.
gold, burgundy, everything. We'll see you next week.
There you go. See you guys next
All
week.
right,
All right,
bye.
take care.
What would you do? Would you do any of those?
I'd jump into some water.
You jump into some
I'd jump
water.
into some water.
What are the parameters?
That it be water there.
Yeah, but sometimes jumping into water is scary.
What's scary about it?
Well, if you hit wrong, there could be rocks in the water. You don't know how deep the water is.
Like when I say jump into
you
the
watch
water,
like 10 other people do it first, and then.
Maybe, but just swim into the water. Be like, oh, there's no rocks here. Oh, this is deep enough, right? And if somebody says it is, and I'm a professional who you paid to take you here, it is deep enough. Now I was like, okay, cool. And then I climb up to the highest point and I just jump in, just straight, erect.
You would belly flop.
I love a
You'd be
good
like,
belly
"Whoa!"
flop, but wouldn't I die belly flopping? I would
Probably.
die. Yeah,
You'd
that's not how.
It'd break your chest.
That's not how I want to go. Not the middies, no.
Yeah, you'd death by broken middies.
Because you know my casket is gonna be open, just bare chest.
Right.
Yeah.
They'd say he was a boobie feaster. He feasted on the boobies.
Hey, Jessica.
All season. I hope he's good. Gotta be a real disappointment.
You
if
ever
I
had
never
a
say his
disappointed
name
boobie?
again.
Been disappointed in a boobie before? I've never been disappointed in a boobie.
I've seen some bad implants from people I know.
Some bad
I've seen
transfers?
I've seen some
bad
reveals.
boobie transfers?
I've seen some reveals on the gram where I'm like,
What the hell is your social media algorithm if you're getting botched
they're people
boobie
I
surgery?
know.
Oh. Why are they posting their bad boobies?
Exactly.
Are they posting like, look at me, I'm not ashamed of my bad boobies?
This is mean. I'll show you one during the break.
I-
It's not like out. It's just like in clothes. God. I realize now that sounded very bad. People spend a lot of money. They want to show them off. It's a crazy one. Crazy.
I can't wait to see this movie on the workout Wi-Fi. I am not the problem.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. We have to do some TV Tuesday.
Okay.
We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to do TV Tuesday. We're going to do what we're watching. As CJ's poll was, which are you currently watching? My answer, none. King of the Hill, X-Men 97, Stewart Fails to Save the Universe, and Survival of the Thickest.
Because you don't got good taste in TV shows.
House of the
problem.
Dragon.
So.
I fell asleep in this week's episode. I have to watch it this afternoon. I've gotten in this habit where Chris will be like, do you want to lay on my chest on the couch? And I'm like, yes, please. And then I'm just this like perfectly
Little
cocooned
snuggle
cuddler,
mug.
and I just fall asleep within like
Y'all are the
5
hamster
minutes.
picture.
I am the hamster picture, and boy, am I comfortable. But then I'm having to rewatch shows that we watch at night together, and I have to rewatch it during the day because then I have to catch up so I can do it all again the next night and watch the first 5 minutes of whatever episode we're doing. Anyway, House of the Dragon, The Diplomat. We'll talk about it. Plus, Ariana Grande. Oh, I might get that. Don't click the not a girl's girl, because I'm the ultimate girl's girl when it comes to this conversation.
I mean, I don't know. You're finna show me botch boobies, so.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person who will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's a person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to give you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let other fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Stay on top of everything happening in the 901, the Mid-South, and beyond with Grind City Media's e-newsletter, bringing all the news and notes directly to your inbox. Lang's World, always by Lang Whitaker, touches on the biggest stories in the world of sports and pop culture, while Michael Wallace's Grizzlies Insider brings you all the latest coverage and analysis around the Grizzlies and NBA. Don't miss a thing. Stay connected to the conversation and sign up to download the lowdown today at grindcitymedia.com.
What do you bring to the table? Like, you want people to describe Kareem Lopez, the basketball player. What do you want to hear?
I feel like I'm just a winning player. You know, someone that's gonna contribute in winning, a competitor. You know, a high IQ player. You know, someone that's gonna play the right way. And yeah, like I said, like the first thing I said, just contribute to winning.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Each challenge is unique, so each game plan is customized to identify opportunity and the path to victory. It's true in basketball, it's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle with personalized planning and advice. Play hard, bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by May 30th, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Grizz fans, defend your home court from pests with Terminix before cockroaches, spiders, and mice show up. Terminix it with our pest-free 365-plus year-round protection plan. Visit Terminix.com today and enter code SAVE50 at checkout to save $50. Terms apply. Go Grizzlies. We welcome you back. A little TV Tuesday before we get out of here and into the rest of our day. I am watching The Diplomat religiously now. That show rocks. It's a really, really good show. It's on Netflix. I think the first season's 8 episodes. We're on the second season now. It's only 6 episodes. They fly by. Kerry Russell does not get enough credit as being one of our great actresses of this generation. She's so talented in it. She's funny. She's real. She plays the dramatic moments well. It's all about an ambassador who gets tapped to go be the ambassador to England. She would prefer to be an ambassador in Afghanistan, do real work. She has to be in England. It's supposed to be basically like a, photo op post, but instead it turns into a whole debacle because there's espionage and there's false flag attacks being planted by other countries and everything's falling apart and crumbling within government to the greater degree. Iran, Russia, London, US. It's a good time.
Is there a love
Scotland's
interest?
been involved. Yeah. Oh my God. There's the sexiest love triangle.
Okay, here we go.
The chemistry
Give
is
it to me.
unbelievable.
Give it to me.
She's married to a fellow ex-ambassador.
Okay.
So there's like political foundation where they're attached to each other both through job and through love. But their marriage is supposed to be over. This isn't a spoiler. Like, this is very clearly set up in the first episode. So they're supposed to be towards the end, but then due to political surprise, I wouldn't call them aspirations because it's not something she ever wanted, but something that pops up, they are forced to potentially stay together. But then the chemistry she has with the, what would he be called? The defense secretary of England?
Okay. It's there. It's dripping.
There is this scene.
Yes.
No spoilers.
Okay.
But she walks down a staircase in a red dress, and he's there at the bottom. And like the eye contact they have in that moment is like so charged. And it reminds me of when Kate Hudson wears the yellow dress in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. And every girl out there, you know what I'm talking about. You watched that and you said, I want a moment where I enter some big event, some gala in a long silky dress and have this moment with some guy who loves me and I love him and we have the most charged chemistry. And now I'm like, I want the red dress moment from this far less iconic, it's not as big in the pop culture space, but it should be.
Is it so? This love interest, is it? What was the Fitz and Olivia? It's like that type of thing.
Kind of.
Okay.
Good comparison. I called this a Shonda Rhimes like show, and I was torn apart by my husband, who said it's nothing like a Shonda Rhimes show.
How would he know? Does he watch?
Yeah,
Shonda
he used to watch all
Rhimes?
the TGT.
Word?
Oh yes. I had him all in on Scandal and How to
up.
Get Away with Murder. We were sit and sat. The only one he would never did was Grey's Anatomy.
Okay.
Please. He prefers more serious medical shows.
Like Scrubs.
Like Scrubs.
Yes.
Please. And I agree. It's not soapy.
Okay.
So it's more like elevated high drama. No, I don't say that disrespectfully, but like Shonda's stuff was like crack because it was like a soap opera every Thursday that just hooked you and was insane amounts of drama and narrative and weird tales being weaved. This is more just a traditional drama on television.
This is the Diplomat. Where is it at?
The Diplomat on Netflix.
Okay. So they're married and they're at the end of the marriage.
Yes, but there's still so much chemistry between the two of them too.
Oh, really?
Oh my
Do
God,
the dudes
he's so
know
hot.
about each other?
Both two dudes are hot.
Do they know?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And like, I don't want to spoil.
Don't spoil.
I don't want to spoil.
Don't spoil. But they know.
But they know.
But they know.
Like they know.
And they be trying to. Do they try and up one another?
Sometimes.
Oh.
Like there was a line in the episode we watched last
night. There's a little rivalry brewing there.
Yes.
Heated, some would say.
Some would say heated rivalry-esque. The guy who plays the husband is Rufus Sewell, who I really liked in a show called Man of the High Castle that we watched during COVID that feels like a fever dream. I think it ended before it really began. But he's been in a lot of just kind of like random stuff that I would recognize him in. I love him. The guy who plays it's not defense secretary. That's the wrong way to put it. But he's not the prime minister. He would be the second in command of the prime minister in England.
The vice prime minister.
But he's not the vice prime minister. That's not how. And he's not an MP.
Okay.
He's a something. But he was in Interstellar. He was in Cloud Atlas. He was in The Dark Knight Rises.
Wait, which one was he in Dark Knight Rises?
He was skinny prisoner.
Oh, okay. Like that doesn't help.
Yeah, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. But he should be in more things.
Okay. Shirtless, shirt on. Okay.
He was in Maleficent. He was Percival. I don't know. I had never seen him before.
Do they have
Anyway.
kids?
No children.
No
They've
children.
had to
So they
dedicate
don't
their
have
life
to
to the cause. No kids are involved.
Okay, so no kids involved. No parents involved either. It's just them and this. Is the bigger storyline, or is what's another big storyline there outside of, hey, here's the espionage and here's this love triangle?
No, the biggest storyline is that a England ship was bombed and trying to figure out which country was responsible for bombing said ship.
Gotcha.
And then all of the tentacles that spurn off. Like, if you blame someone and you assume it's this, then what kind of revenge are you
response,
legally
not revenge, response.
correct response. And, you know, like people died on that ship. So from England's standpoint, like how do they show their hand and their seriousness in getting not revenge, but retaliation, if you will.
The appropriate response
Yeah.
to that moment. Okay.
It's good. I would recommend it. Maybe
So
not to you, but it's a great show.
It's a mystery, romance, drama type thing popping
Political
off.
thriller.
Okay.
It's a little House of Cardsy
I was
before
thinking
Kevin
that,
Spacey
too.
went, ooh. I mean, he didn't go crazy. He abused people.
Yeah, like molested
before he was
people,
caught.
raped
Yeah.
people.
You
Like,
know.
like it's not fine, but it's
Some claim that he didn't, but
okay.
I think he did something.
Okay. I mean, never mind.
That was
I
such a
won't
good
crack that
show.
joke. It was good
Until it wasn't. It started strong.
when spoiler alert, but like it's been out forever. It's been out
Forever.
when Frank finally becomes president and the season ends with the knock on the desk, you could have just ended the series
Yes.
right there. Everything after that, it's like, all right, I don't need
Got a little
this.
loosey-goosey.
Yeah, like, but that moment right there, that moment was so good. That's what the Netflix login sound is.
Yeah.
The sound is him hitting that desk. But yeah.
Other TV adjacent news, the big story in entertainment this week, and we didn't get to it yesterday, but she is a former television star because she got her start as a teenager on TV.
What show?
Was it
iCarly?
Justice?
What show is it?
Wasn't
I
it
don't know. I was
Justice?
out of Nickelodeon.
So was
right?
I. I did not know her from that point in her life.
And
it
she's
was
gonna-
called
I saw
Victorious, not
Victorious.
Justice. And
I
she was
saw-
Cat Valentine, and then there was the spin-off Sam and Cat with Jeanette McCurdy.
I saw the preview once again, but it was a different preview for
Meet the Fockers.
Fokker
or whatever
in Law.
it is. It
Fokker.
looks so good. I think it looks really good.
I can't wait.
People say it's going to be a bust. I said, I think it looks like a hit.
I can't wait.
Maybe it's just because that's
It's
a
gonna-
nostalgia itch that is perfectly scratched.
It's going to be the same thing as Meet the Parents
Maybe.
and Meet the Fockers and Little Fockers. It's been so long since we got a Fokker
Yeah.
film. Like, this is going to be great. The
Well,
same
I don't
type
think
of
she's going
shenanigans
to
pop
do
off.
press for it.
You don't think she'll
I
be
don't think
back
she'll
in
do
time to
press
do
for it.
press for it?
No, I don't think she'll do press for it.
Why not?
Because she's taking a break, officially. Good. She dropped out of Sunday in the Park with George, which is the show that she was supposed to do with Jonathan Bailey on the West End.
You were
which
really
I have
excited
said-
about that.
Yes, and I've said for months now because it got delayed. Tickets were supposed to go on. We were going to go. I know that sounds insane, but I had every intention of signing my mom and I up to get tickets to see Ariana Grande and Jonathan Bailey in Sunday in the Park with George. It's my mom's favorite show of all time. I have never seen it. I would love to see it with my mother. I would love to see that cast. It was supposed to be in the West End. It got delayed. Now she has pulled out of it, and they are looking for a replacement. Jonathan Bailey is still attached to it at this point. She is taking a step back from visibility. That is the way they put it. She made a 4-minute speech at her show about it last night where she said that the break was planned and was not a reactive thing. Said that boundaries need to be set. This isn't about, being angry or upset with the conversation. I don't know. It was kind of a weird rambling speech, if I'm being honest. I don't want to call it weird, but just felt like someone trying to explain something that is a little inexplainable unless you want to get into the nitty-gritty of it.
Which is?
She's not well. I don't know if she's
She's
willing to
saying
say
she
that.
is.
She's saying she's well.
She's saying this is the healthiest she's been. She's saying in the
Yeah.
pictures that y'all are saying when she's
Right.
healthy, she's on a lot of meds and she's
Mhm.
dealing with some alcohol type issues and she's not eating right and not eating well in those pictures. And now she is well.
This
That's what she's saying.
conversation has gotten so messy and so convoluted, but I really do think at some point, and like talking about women's bodies is complicated, period. Trust me, I get it. Like she's not well. That music video that came out for that Pedal song off of her new album, and the music video where looks scarily thin. Emaciated is the perfect word. And then the whole point of the music video is that it's like a casting call, and she's being rejected by casting directors. She takes a chainsaw to them at the end. It's a wild I was like watching it, and the next thing you know, it's like, the shadowy type thing where something's happening and you can't really see it, but the shadows are going, and like the chainsaw comes out. I'm like, oh, she's gonna kill him. It's like a little horror movie twist. But even on the writing, like on one of their casting cards, it says like she's too fat. I'm like, oh my God, what are we doing? And I got sucked into watching an old story about Judy Garland. Like we've seen different versions of the same playbook as it pertains to young stars who rise up in the public eye, either in music, TV, movies, whatever, and how we talk about them, and it's really gross, and how we talk about their bodies is really gross. And I was watching one on Judy Garland where like they used to call Judy Garland fat all the time, but it was, and I was like, yeah, I mean that was a big part of her journey.
Can be.
So, and then she was,
thinking of the same person.
you know, addicted to drugs, and then she was addicted to sleeping pills, and it was constantly this, like, is Judy Garland going to die? And guess what? One day Judy Garland did die, fairly young, not young, but still really young. And Ariana Grande right now is at a place where, like, if you look at her, like, she's not healthy. And I hope it's not something else. I mean, I know everyone always brings up the Chadwick Boseman piece of it, and like, certainly valid. Always a concern. You don't want to find out that someone was really sick and going through it. But like, there's another kind of sickness, and it's called having an eating disorder. And that's real too. And there's a lot of young fans, and like, thin is back in. And not just thin, but like thin between all of the GLP-1s, which can be used in a very productive way for a lot of people. But like, we are now reverting back to where all of these people are just, not all of them, but a large number of celebrities are wafting away. Like, I saw press for an actress during the Odyssey tour, and I was like, oh, you're also emaciated. Like, we kind of got past that point, and now we're going back into it, and Ariana Grande is kind of the pinpoint of it, and she doesn't have to carry the whole burden, but I hope she is genuinely taking a break and hopefully getting some help. You cannot force someone to get help. They have to be open
What is
to
that?
it. You go to a clinic.
Okay.
You go to therapy. You go to an eating disorder specialist. And I mean, if you're at that point, you're probably being like monitored for a significant period of time while you try to get your body back to a place of nourishment.
Okay. So is this, and I don't know how to do with this. It feels icky me even eat meat like talking about it. But this is a legit blind spot for me because I don't know very many people who deal with eating disorders. But if there's not a med you can take for this, right? It's not like, oh, I'm depressed and I'm acting out. Okay, here's a med to help you battle that. If you're a loved one in that moment, right? Like, how do you convince somebody to go?
It's so hard because it's your entire, it's how you view yourself. Like, the dysmorphia is crazy. Like, you see yourself as something different. Like, Ariana Grande looks in the mirror and she does not see what people are able to so clearly see right now. And she might think that she's fat. She might, I don't want to speak for her. I don't know what her situation, all I do is see someone who has gotten thinner and thinner over the last 3 years or so and has gotten to this place where, like, I knew she wasn't going to do Sunday in the Park with George because there was no way that what she appeared to be on stage, and she's put a lot of energy into her tour and she still shows up and she's able to get through her shows. But I was like, that person cannot do 8 shows of Sondheim a week. Like, it's a really hard, grueling show to get through. And you have to be like fortified to do it.
And I don't
physically.
We're doing the appearance thing, but somebody would say, and I'm alarmed because it's like, yo, I shouldn't be able to see that many bones on you.
Yes.
Like, that is concerning. Now, somebody else might take this and say, well, like, when I see somebody who is heavier, I think, oh, that's too big an appearance to have. You are in trouble also. And I don't want to go based off of solely appearance.
Yes.
As it pertains to Ariana's situation, because I don't want the thought to get extended out. It's like, oh, okay, fat people are unhealthy, and that's not the case. And then we got fat phobia, and we're dealing with all of that.
And there's a lot of thin people who are, naturally thin.
Yes.
And it does not mean that there is something.
There are naturally big people. There are naturally thin people.
Yes.
This seems different though, and I'm not really sure how to verbalize why it seems different. But looking at her in that music video, and then whenever I see her, it's like, oh, how?
Her cheeks are gone, her rib cage is out, the back is the whole clavicle, the whole back, everything. And you don't want to count bones because I agree with you. Like, it feels really gross.
Yeah.
But you also have, previous visuals of her, and she's gone through a lot too. Like, it's not like she's just had this happy-go-lucky pop princess career and gets to do. I mean, she had a terrorist attack at one of her shows. She lost Mac Miller.
About that.
Like, she's had.
They had broken up though, right?
But they were like they were each other's ones.
Were they?
I don't know. I mean, that's the way that it's always been presented.
Yeah,
you never
I feel
want
like
to speak definitively on it.
You're right. I don't want to speak definitively on it, but I've always.
Okay,
felt
they were
like,
at least like. I don't want to say first love because I don't know if that's factual, but like first real, at least in that space, love, and people followed it a lot. And so there were a lot of feelings. Bottom line, she lost someone who at least at one point she loved very, very dearly.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know, but it's everywhere. Like it went from being kind of like the corners of the internet, and I was obviously in them because I was interested in the Sunday in the Park with George piece of it, and I was like, oh, this doesn't look great. And now, I mean, the New York Times has a entire article dedicated to it in their morning. Like these are the articles of the day talking about what we just talked about, like how hard it is to talk about because there's so many things involved. But when you see someone who doesn't look well, like the natural human instinct should be the humanity to say, hey, like I think you need to step back and get some help. You watching anything good? Hard pivot. Other than King of the Hill, X-Men 97, Survival of the Thickest, and Stewart Fails to Save the Universe.
X-Men 97. What was this week's episode, Jessica? Help me out here. The way X-Men 97 ended in the deleted scene, I do believe, not deleted scene, but in the post-credit scene, if I remember correctly, it might have ended before the credit. Incredible stuff. It was wonderful. So that's been really, really good. Survival of the Thickest tackles the past episode, the episode that we just watched. It tackles miscarriage in a really important way, in a really interesting way. And we think about that so much. First off, we don't think about it enough. We don't talk about it enough. We just sort of leave women to deal with this thing on their own. Not calling it a shame thing, but it feels like when women are dealing with that, there is a bit of shame there, and it's definitely a very lonely type of thing to go through, and you'd be surprised how many people have gone through that. So we don't talk about it enough, but it tackles it from not just the main character's standpoint, who is a woman, but it also touches on a gay couple who went through it and like, hey, this is what we went through when we were dealing with it. It touches on the man as well, the perspective from him as he's going through it. I think that when the character, I do believe his name is Khalil, it keeps asking him, hey, nobody else is checking on him, by the way, which shows tremendous growth in that particular character who's going through therapy. He's not your typical I want to say not your typical guy, but he's becoming a more well-adjusted person. And so he is making sure to go out of his way. Hey, brother, are you okay?
Yeah.
Like, stop talking to me about her and talk to me. I'm her friend. I can talk to her. If I want to know about her, I'm genuinely asking about you, though. That's just a really cool handful of moments. It was a good episode, and it still found a way to make me laugh out loud several times. Survival of the Thickest, man, if you're not watching it, you're missing out, because it is one of the best shows on TV right now. So very, very sharp, funny, important messaging taking place as well. Look, it is a black, feminine, queer-coded show, and as a cis-het dude, I don't always get the gay stuff that's going on. Right? It's gay stuff going on, and that's fine. I don't get it. I just sit there politely and it's like, okay, this part isn't for me, but I'm going to nod along to it, right? But I do get being black in America, and I do get being a black man there, and I think this is this show has a tremendous depiction of the black male experience, coupled with the feminine experience, the female experience being over here, and the weight, we just talked about weight, the weight discrimination that we see on a day-to-day basis, and they do it without being preachy, they do it without being condescending. They're just characters existing in this space in a really cool, fun way. I love it so very, very much. So I'm watching that, and I started Stewart Fails to Save the Universe, which I'm gonna keep watching, but it centers around Stewart from The Big Bang Theory, and he comes through an interdimensional portal, I know, and it's like, hey, Stewart, you got to go save the universe. And it's Stewart, and it's Kripke, and it's is it Bert, the geologist dude, and it is
Kyle?
Stewart's girl. No, it's not
Barry,
Kyle.
Denise
is in it. Barry Kripke, and I can't remember the geologist dude's name. What's Kyle's last name? Either way it goes, those four are in it.
It doesn't have a last
and
name.
every now and then you get a surprise appearance from Raj and from Penny and from some of these other characters from the Big Bang universe. Whatever, man. I'm watching it. I don't feel good about watching it, but here I am.
I am continuing my way through Dying for Sex, which is excellent. But I do have a bone to pick with not the show. I'm watching it on Hulu, and I have Poor People Hulu. We just have the generic bundle. There are commercials every 8 minutes on that damn show. And you are in the middle of a really poignant...
Oh, they do the commercials at the worst possible time.
And I swear...
Jacob, pay attention, damn it.
It's like... Beautiful moment between friends as she grapples with yet one more loss of agency as she's about to die and still trying to find a way. And then it's like, Super Troopers 3, the superest of the trooperist, coming your way exclusively on Hulu. And I'm like, why? I hate this so much.
What's coming out?
Super Troopers 3. It happens every time. It's so bad. Coupled with that, we'll talk about it on Thursday because it's a documentary. I made Chris start watching Grey Gardens last night.
What's that?
Hollywood Reporter put out its list of like the 50 best documentaries of all time. Grey Gardens is a documentary from the 70s. It's on Big Edie and Little Edie, who were the aunt and cousin of Jackie Kennedy Onassis, but they're part of like the Beauviard family, so they were really wealthy, and then they ended up living in squalor together. Bottom line is, same kind of deal. HBO Max hits you with those ads. So you're in the middle of like this incredible... It's just them talking. There's no narrative. There's no setup. It's how documentaries used to be, damn it, before we turn them into true crimification of everything. And they'll be having some like very stripped version of what we now are accustomed to when it comes to TV. Just two old people chatting away at their weird lives that have gone a very eccentric way. And then it's like, do you know what you need? A Sattva mattress to come your way right here. And I'm like,
I want you to voice all of my commercials from now on. You're doing a good job.
The super... Oh, no, yes. That was... Captain Sarek in the chat said Liberty Bibberty. Yesterday it was Limu Emu, and it was like, Limu, Emu, and Doug. And I was like, yes, Little Edie and Big Edie, you would have effing hated Limu Emu.
That's
sweating. It makes me so mad.
The new We Are Farmers. I can't escape that anywhere. It's on my Spotify. It's on my Pandora. It's on my YouTube. It's on my TV as well. Because they're all in pink. And it's like, we wear pink now. Bum, bum, bum. It's like, shut up. Shut up. I don't care.
Shut up.
I'll switch auto insurance right now if you never played this commercial ever again.
Right now.
Right now.
If you make this promise to me, I will sign up right now. All right. Everybody have a great rest of your Tuesday. We'll be back tomorrow. We're making it through this summer. What a time it is. D'Angelo Williams will join us.
I never know what we're going to talk to him about.
You never know what you're going to talk to him about, but guess what? We'll find out tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.